$1.7 billion over the past 48 hours or so. It is what caused the cryptocurrency market to liquidate. And when we give this some serious thought, we see that this market is experiencing a cascade, and that it is all due to liquidations. For instance, on September 22nd, the cryptocurrency market experienced its biggest liquidation event since December 2024, with 1.7 billion in leveraged long bets, mostly on Bitcoin and Ethereum, being liquidated. Prices plummeted during a period of low liquidity, with Ethereum suffering losses of 501 million and Bitcoin suffering losses of 287 million, culminating in a $220 billion decline in overall market value. Yes, I do want to draw attention to that. The market usually has less liquidity over the weekend. I want everyone to comprehend this. For this reason, the most erratic market movements and unfavorable price activity typically occur during the weekend. Thus, this was somewhat expected. You know, we've been experiencing some bearish weekends for a while, and as you know, this usually results in a recovery and an increase in the market. The main thing I'm watching for in this market right now is the beginning of the turnaround. In addition to the market selling off, this week also saw a few significant happenings. Additionally, Jerome Powell gave a speech today in which he discussed a number of topics. First of all, he discussed stocks, which will cover everything he discussed here in a moment. Let's put it this way though. The market was rather alarmed by his remarks today. Some individuals claimed that it was a sell the news event, which I will discuss. But more than that, August new sales home data is also available today. We also have the US quarter to 2025 GDP statistics on Thursday. As we stated, August current house sales figures, PCE inflation figures for Friday, August. Thus, there are undoubtedly still a few significant events taking place this week. How is the market doing today though? Other from that, I apologize for breaking the video, but yesterday gold hit a new all-time high. Moreover, if you wish to ride the waves in the cryptocurrency sector, as well as the precious metals market, capital is your best buddy, I hope. They provide gold and silver trading in addition to cryptocurrency, but that's not all. To ensure that your portfolio includes both cryptocurrency and precious metals, you can also access the IRA portion of iTrust Capital. Both are also included in premium custody accounts. Therefore, you are more than welcome to use my link in the description and comments below if you would want to go ahead and take advantage of this. By depositing $1,000, you will immediately receive a free special $100 financing bonus. What are you waiting for, then? Register now. Let's return to the video now that we have that clear. While we have some nice green stuff today, we just went a little green on the daily. There is undoubtedly still a lot of red in the world. I'm not entirely convinced that we will have a significant reversal this week, or even at this time. We probably chop a little bit more, in my opinion. This is the appearance of the 1 week. There are still many items in the deep crimson. Each bar decreased 7.3% on a weekly basis. Additionally, we observe that XRP is down roughly 6.5% on the down 9+%. Once more, we are witnessing a significant downturn. Bitcoin is still trading at about $11,200, nearly $4,200 for Ethereum, and $2.84 for XRP. So while we wait for something to happen, the market is still kind of dead intent on having a little bit more chop. The majority of this price movement actually began to occur on the 17th. So for a little more than a week now, we have been selling off. Will we overcome this, however, is the key question here, and the response is in the affirmative. This is the appearance of stocks at the moment. This is the S&P once more. Thus, we nearly touched 6,700. I mean, there were around 6,700 wakes here. At the finish of today, it is currently trading at around 6,656. And I've mentioned several times in the past several days that this thing has consistently hit an overbought area. We will therefore probably have a sell-off. Back in late July and early August, we had a sell-off. I could imagine this taking place right here. There might be a slightly steeper pullback in stocks, and we might retest a significant supply zone around this 3.9% decline. For example, we would then reach roughly 6,400. Since RSI has been fried for a while, this would undoubtedly reset the market a little, even though it's not a spectacular drop. We anticipated a stock sell-off, which we eventually experienced today, but I do believe that this is only the beginning. What did Jerome Powell discuss today? As I mentioned earlier, this is where Amit gives us a brief breakdown. Thus, Jerome Powell's employment creation has drastically decreased, perhaps as a result of tariffs. We have a low-fire economy and a low-hire economy. The labor market will require people to acquire new skills. The valuation of the stock market is fairly high. Powell is still worried about the job market. This indicates that rate decreases are probably in store for October as well. Although I don't believe we get that, there is undoubtedly a chance that he hikes. I continue to believe that the Fed is reducing inflation, which is concerning. I do believe that we will make a lot of money, but the question is, will we make a lot of money and then have it taken away from us by the market? Alternatively, will we stop making some of those profits? I do believe that we ought to make money, if they are present by the end of this year and the beginning of 2026. Again, the current state of the environment is telling us to be a little cautious, so if it's the first quarter of 2026, we should take some profits. Although we know that the US dollar will only continue to lose strength and purchasing power, I still believe that we should hold on to assets even if we are about to experience a sharp crash, because they will eventually be worth far more in dollars than they are now. Thus, almost all of the digital assets in the market that do have tangible value will become increasingly costly over time. In addition to that, the stock market is a rather valuable asset. What the market did not like was this. According to Jerome Powell, who is here, equities prices are quite high. Once more, this is somewhat of an inverse sort of thing, if you will, when we consider it, where this is what the S&P looks like on a 1-week basis. So if Jerome Powell is correct, the markets will drop off a little. Let me ask you this. Do you think this is worth the price? This indicates to me that equities require a correction, since they are overbought. The correction in stocks will be more profound. The good news is that stocks may soon grow monotonous. Have any of you been paying attention to me during the past 2 weeks or so? A lot of individuals have been posting about it. From Castillo Trading, we have this. I'm searching for this kind of hopium. Now it's clear what Trump's plan is. Obtain the asset allocation for each US citizen. Adoption of stable coins can be used to offset US debt. When it comes to stablecoin liquidity, Bitcoin blows up. This is from trader JBX. The apex of the last 2 Bitcoin cycles were parabolic. As of yet, this cycle has not reached a parabolic peak. 2021 wasn't. Crypto becomes monotonous. People purchase stocks. Stock ecstasy. The stock bubble bursts. Stocks get monotonous. People purchase cryptocurrency. Crypto bliss. Rotations. It is crucial to concentrate on this. I can be certain that there will be a lot of comments on this video saying, "Oh yeah, euphoria." Based only on the title and thumbnail, it appears to be euphoria outside, doesn't it? XRP is worth X dollars, while Bitcoin is worth X dollars. Because once more, the majority of people are becoming quite pessimistic at this moment. Most people find it impossible to imagine cryptocurrency experiencing euphoria, where the facts should be examined. The stock market is going completely crazy. Gold is soaring through the roof. Examine both of these charts' daily views. Pay particular attention to RSI. Let's examine both of them on the weekly, even if we only look at this one. We have gold here. Alright. And stocks are here. Alright. The stocks RSI just touched overbought. Technically, this is the greatest level since returning here in October 2024, which is equivalent to returning here in July 2024. All well, we sold off quickly in July 2024. The RSI point for gold just reached its highest level since April. Gold peaked locally in April, sold off and went dull during May. Coincidentally, Bitcoin reached a new all-time high at this time. At the moment, gold appears unstable. This chart is going to draw back. We will chop and pull back, but I'm not sure how deep we go. We become dull at this point. The same is true of stocks. It seems expected that stocks will continue to decline. They will get monotonous. At this point, Bitcoin begins to form a lower high. We may experience a slight decline or a slight increase. I apologize. Well, and we begin to consider the new highs at this point. Correct. We will therefore have continuation, break through these highs, establish a higher high with a higher low, build upon those higher lows, and then pump some more. Because cryptocurrency begins to gain